Sir, I rise to speak on the Enemy Property Act 1968 and Public Premises Eviction of Unauthorized Act 1971. Now, it's good that on the day the BJP is celebrating its victory in UP, a bill which relates to properties in UP has been brought, so that the government can take justifiable credit for bringing the bill. But I give them credit for something else. They have created a all India record in the sense that this is the 5th ordinance 2006. From 1952 to date, there has been no law on which there has been 5 ordinances, one after the other, under using Article 123. Now, if this is not an example of Ordinance Raj, I do not know what an Ordinance Raj is. The minister, maybe Mr. Premchandran, had moved this statutory resolution. Maybe the minister will give an explanation as to why 5 ordinances, as many as 5 ordinances were necessary. Sir, basically I have nothing against the contention of the bill, which I'll discuss later. But it has a strange history. This bill was debated in this house in March. And I mentioned then that this bill is actually to take care of the properties of one particular enemy. Who is that person? That is Raja of Mahmudabad. He was one of the big landlords of UP. He was a friend of Jinnah. And he went to Pakistan after partition. Now, in 68, after the ordinance was passed, his property, much of which is in the city of Lucknow, became enemy property. Now, enemy property was there in all states. In our state, West Bengal, maximum number of enemy property was there. What happened? A custodian of enemy property was appointed. He took all the property under possession, then started disposing of. And he invited in turn applications from people who had lost their land or property in East Pakistan, that they will be given compensation. Not full compensation. They were given 25% ex gratia compensation. There is a big CPM leader in Bengal, Snehanshu Kanto Acharya. He was actually big zamindar in Mymensingh. He got as much as 18 lakhs as compensation from the custodian of enemy properties. Now all those properties have been disposed of long time ago, because this was in action since 1968. But a strange case happened in the case of Raja of Mahmudabad. Raja of Mahmudabad's son came over to India. He became an Indian citizen. Then he went to the Supreme Court and said that all those properties, he even became MLA twice. And he went to the Supreme Court claiming that all those properties which were declared enemy property, which belonged to his father, should come to him. Supreme Court gave a judgment saying that yes, the property should be returned, since the son of the Raja of Mahmudabad was indeed an Indian citizen. Now if that would happen, property worth thousands of crores would pass to the hands of this son of Raja of Mahmudabad. Main area in Lucknow, Hazratganj, where most of the shops are situated, all that property belongs to the Raja of Mahmudabad. And if he started evicting the tenants, all the big shops, everything is there, then there would be tremendous civil turmoil in Lucknow, And Raja of Mahmudabad also had properties in other places, as Hukum Singh ji has mentioned, in Muzaffarnagar, in other places of UP also. So there would be big civil turmoil. That's why this bill was brought. So basically in March we had said that we had no objection to this bill, let it be brought. But we had at that time said that since this bill has certain legal implications, it should be referred to a standing committee. Madam, you in your wisdom and the government in their wisdom decided not to do so. What happened? The bill went to Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha formed a select committee to go into the bill. Just see, so we Lok Sabha members were directly elected, were deprived of the chance to scrutinize the bill and give our inputs to the bill. The Rajya Sabha members had that right. The select committee in Rajya Sabha went into the bill. They made certain amendments. And that's how this new bill came into effect. Now there are certain important changes.
Yes.
This was mentioned by Mr. Premchandra earlier also.
Yes.
Earlier it was said that as far as this bill is concerned, there would be no jurisdiction of civil courts. Now that is remaining, but what the government has added after suggestions from the Rajya Sabha is that they have said that now there will be recourse in High Court. Though there is no recourse in civil courts, recourse in High Court within 60 days,
Yes.
one can apply to the High Court. And if within 60 days they cannot apply, then another 60 days is allowed with the permission of the High Court. So maximum of 120 days is allowed to appeal. Now this is reasonable. I think this is something which raised earlier, and this giving of a avenue, opportunity
Yes.
to go to the High Court, as they say, any person aggrieved by an order of the central government under section 18 within a period of 60 days from the date of communication or receipt of order, file an appeal to the High Court on any question of fact or law arising out of such order. So this is comprehensive. On the whole issue, you can approach the High Court can extend. So after this, the bill has become much better, and so we have no difficulty in passing the law. I again say that in March also we said that we are totally in agreement with the object of the bill.
Yes.
To see that the descendant or the inheritor of any person who became an enemy and whose property became enemy property does not inherit that property. Special reference to the property of Raja of Mahmudabad, his properties in Lucknow, Muzaffarnagar and other places.
Yes.
So with these words, sir, I support the bill, but लेकिन ये ऑर्डिनेंस रूट 5 बार ऑर्डिनेंस लेके वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड करना, ये लेना नहीं चाहिए था. एक तो रास्ता निकलना चाहिए कि कानून हाउस में पास करे, और 5 बार ऑर्डिनेंस करके ये वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड नहीं बनाना चाहिए.
Okay.
थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you.